What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Drew IQ. Welcome to another episode of Winners Win. Today we're going to be talking about Workhorse Group, ticker symbol WKHS. I don't know if anybody's familiar, but this was a very popular meme stock last year. They were supposed to have a UPS contract that didn't end up actually happening, and their stock has been tanking now for a while, and I do actually think it is at a reasonable price point. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Go ahead, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment with any questions or any recommended videos you would like me to do in the future. But alright guys, let's go ahead and get right to the video. Workhorse Group. First things first, let's take a look at the company as a whole, and let's learn a little bit about the company, and then we will get into the financials. Now, Workhorse Group has been mainly focusing on medium duty trucks with powertrain components for delivery vehicles, right? They have a product which is the C1000, which is their primary product, and this product is going to be used as a delivery vehicle, right? Now, I think this company is really interesting because a lot of sites will classify it as an auto manufacturer, and some will say it's a tech company. Now, I think they're a little bit in between because they do have some really interesting tech, but they are really focusing on just the delivery aspect of getting packages to the door of various amounts of consumers at the fastest rate possible per driver that is going to be driving this delivery truck and dropping off these packages. Now, this company is going to be dependent on selling their service and their C1000 delivery vehicles. Now, also something that is really interesting is their new product, which is the Horsefly. Now, this Horsefly is essentially a drone that gets, I guess, what was the word? Sent from the top of the C1000 electric vehicle, and it will actually take the package all the way over to the consumer's doorstep and drop off the package, or anywhere they want. The consumer actually will get an app where you can tell this Horsefly drone exactly where you want it to be dropped off. The package can be dropped off in your backyard, anywhere that is not inside your house. But this is what is going to be really crucial for this company to nail, because how they're going to go and sell this, or sell these Horseflies and their delivery service, is going to be how much time can these Horsefly drones save each one of these drivers that are usually picking up each package and taking it to the door manually. Now, just imagine this guy drives up in this C1000 Workhorse Group vehicle, and he has maybe 50 different packages he needs to drop off in this neighborhood. Now, instead of him having to drive to each one of these houses and have to manually pick up the package and drop it off himself, he can have a bunch of these Horsefly drones come out the top of this EV vehicle, and then all of these drones will go out separately and drop off these packages, making the time to actually deliver these packages much faster, and the driver is actually going to be able to knock out way more houses and more consumers without spending as much time. That is how they're going to sell this to UPS, maybe to StockX, and some of these other companies that they did partner up and do some testing with before. That is how they're going to sell it, and I think that is, like I said, probably you're going to hear me say this throughout this whole video, but they are really going to need to focus on sales. This company was founded in 2007, and they are headquartered in Loveland, Ohio. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want y'all to know about this company. So let's get right onto the financials, and let's take a look at the income sheet. Alright, so everybody, the finances for this company is not looking amazing, but we're just going to go over it just to understand exactly what we're looking at here. This is a small cap company, small cap stock, right? Because the market cap is about $491 million. So it's not a very large cap stock. It is small cap. We have about 155 million shares outstanding right now. Shares outstanding just mean how many shares are out there available to purchase. And the current stock price is at $3.15, which is extremely low, especially when there's a lot of people that bought it at like $30 to $35 last year. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at the income statement for the last 3 years and just get a look at the revenue and the gross profit for this company. If you want to, you can follow along by pulling up Yahoo Finance and looking up the ticker symbol WKHS for Workhorse Group. Alright, so now that I got the income statement here pulled up, if we look at the total revenue, which starting in 2018, right, we're going to do the last 3 years of the revenue, was about $763,173. That is great. So we almost had $1 million in revenue in 2018. Now, what I don't like to see here is that in 2019, the revenue was almost cut in half. We had about $376,000 in revenue in 2019, which was almost half of what we had in revenue in 2018. So this could have been, just the pandemic and a lot of challenges that this company had, because I think a lot of companies, especially all small cap stocks right now, took a lot of hurt in the revenue sector here. But if you keep looking in 2020, the total revenue was a measly $1,393. So that is really concerning for me. And the gross profit right now, if we look at, like again, starting from 2018, is negative 15,000, 2019, negative 5,000, and then 2020 is negative 11,000. So gross profit, we're not a profitable company just yet. The revenue has been also declining in the last 3 years. So just looking at the income statement, it is not looking pretty. Alright guys, so let's get to the juicy stuff. Here is my evaluation for this stock. Now, if you ask, Wall Street and the analysts over there in Wall Street, they would say the fair price for this stock is going to be $7.78. So if you can get this stock for $7.78 or less, in my opinion, it is a fair price to pay for a share of stock for Workhorse Group. Now, if you look at TipRank's average fair price, they had about $5.50. So the thing with that is that there's not a lot of analysts actually looking at this company for whatever reason, right? There was only about 3 or 4 different analysts, so not a lot of different analysts, but their average was $5.50. Now, this stock price, is this going to be moving on hopes of like some news, or is it going to be moving, based on their financials? Well, we know the financials aren't looking good just yet, but that is, like I said, because it's a premature company and they're still not really selling a lot of product yet. So they really need to focus on selling these vehicles and getting a large contract with some company where they can continually get sales generated, because that is going to be their biggest battle. Like I said throughout this entire video, they need to work on actually selling some of these products here. Now, the stock price history is going to be, let's see, the 52-week high was $34 and the 52-week low was $2.70. So there has been an extreme variation in the last 52 weeks with this stock price history. So if you look at just the history alone, and you look at the current price, which is around $3, it is very low and very cheap. And in my opinion, it's really reasonable right now to buy. They have about 130 employees now, and the top shareholders are institutions. There's like BlackRock and Vanguard. There's a long list of them that I was looking at earlier. but it does have a lot of institutions that are shareholders. Now, for me, we have the financial ratios, like, the PE ratio, which is about 30. They have the price to sales ratio, which is 234, and the price to book ratio, which is 3. So nothing crazy, right? But the price sales, we know why that's low, because they're not really selling much. But in summary, for me, I think right now at this price point, Workhorse Group is a buy. I think they are undervalued right now, just like a lot of small cap stocks. It is a high risk play because, like we just saw, their financials aren't really great right now. They are not a profitable company. But yeah, it is going to be a moderate buy for me. If you can get this company for under $5, in my opinion, it's a steal, and it is going to be in what I consider a good, valuable price point. Now, that's going to be it. That's going to be it for today, guys. That's all I got. Now, I hope y'all really enjoyed this. If y'all did, please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, leave a comment below, giving me your opinions, thoughts. Do you think Workhorse Group is going to survive the next 2 to 3 years? Or do you think they're going to struggle and continue to have the stock price continue going downhill? Alright guys, that's it. I hope you guys have a good rest of y'all's day, and I'm out of here. Take care.